Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We ran through a lot of audio issues with this video, but today we are working on the sway bar link for the disc that had broken off the Boss. So this little intro voiceover for you guys about the trials and tribulations of starting a YouTube channel, and I tried adjusting the audio best I can without having to try and refilm all this. So here you go.
So we'll do about 27. And so what we had happen, I didn't notice it, was our sway bar, our link, actually broke off. I don't know if you can see here, it broke off. I don't know who welded this before, but I believe that this was always just a clamp style, and this was just a Boss. That's still there. But we're gonna get this ground up, and we're gonna get it cleaned up, and we're gonna hammer it back over here, get it back in position, and we're gonna weld this up here. So that's the goal. Don't take it over 30 miles an hour. And we might end this video, we're gonna adjust our spring, our tongue tension, because when it's on the jump on trailer, I have to run it like this, with the hitch or drawbar upside down, to get the height, because there's not a lot of tongue weight, and that makes it want to wag really bad. So we're gonna work on maybe adjusting that, see if we can adjust it. It's never moved in my whole life, so let's see what we can come up with. He's on small air. Oh, get that pig on here. Yeah, it's a Quiet Max. I think it was a Quiet Max composite. Yahtzee. Little dabble tip. Ooh, wow, look at that. Wow. Look at that. That looks like it had been broke a couple times before. Like I said, I've never repaired it. I don't know if my dad ever has either. I might just grind it right there. Clean her up. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if you can see. I'm gonna go for. That's a lot of. Wow, holy dude. Right now. I was like, what is going on? Honestly, I want to shave this part. Hold on. No sense grinding all that down. See if we can get our tack weld in first, because we're having issues with that alignment there, so I gotta get that kicked that way. So we'll do a tack weld there. I'll go tell him here's some $10,000 an hour production welding person. My welds don't usually fail. Are they the prettiest? No. Is the prep work the best? No. This is how I do it. It's like farmer welding. I can tell you this. I can tell how bad your welds were. I can hear it. Hear this. Oh, okay. But probably about the weld. Just barely in the way. Not too shabby. Not hitting on the top. Fold over that. Still there. Also, this like I said, we didn't prep everything. Alright, I'll show you what we got going on. Not too shabby. That's kind of bad, but not too shabby. Not too bad. The other side. Down in there, not too bad. We're leaving all the other gunk because we didn't want to grind it all off. Hopefully you guys are seeing something from up there. I don't know. Ooh. Welding's Oh, we're gonna fix that too. Do that a different way. There's a booger on it. Stop. Apparently too hot. Need it. Alright, let's see what we can do. I hope we got most of that footage, but it said it got too hot to shut off. So I don't know how you can film it. It's not even that hot yet. We'll see.
Okay, everyone. So we definitely struggled with our audio here, and what we were doing was adjusting this spring rate to help hold the tongue up. So we grab our wrench and we put our big booty on here, and when we tighten that nut down, we're actually pulling that rod in, which is then pulling the front gang of discs down to help transfer our weight more to the tongue like a real trailer. Our goal with this was to, as we kind of spoke before, was to get the sway and wag out of the tail of the trailer or the disc. So as you can see here, we're pointing down, everything's looking good. We are a little bit off the ground, and that's resting on the safety stops. So overall, it looked really good. And so the next evening after the job, we got back and our test results came out fantastic. We ended up before only doing about 30 miles an hour before the trailer would start to wag really bad. And we were actually able to, I talked about it right here, but we were actually able to hit 45 miles an hour, and it did great, but I thought that was just a little excessive, so we dropped it down to 40. We were able to not hold up traffic as bad, and it really worked great. So I was very pleased with it. The adjustment on the spring was working really good. I think I come in here and tell you about that, to where once we get to the field, we loosen that nut up right there, and then we tighten this one back in so it levels the disc when we're actually doing the field work. It is a little setup time, but definitely way better than before, and we're actually able to get to our location quicker. So overall, once again, very pleased with the project and finally digging into this and figuring out how to transport this somewhat safely. And it's way better now. So overall, it went really good. Like I said, it's doing better now, and we can do about 40 miles an hour. This is what I'm saying. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And see you later.
Not too shabby. Oh, dang it. That's a blooper. Yeah. Maybe I should have said something. Not too great either. Hopefully that sees something.